Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thanks for joining us. I'm going to speak to my friend Dave. I know you've seen him before, so don't act surprised. We're going to talk about mental illness, and one of the things we're going to talk about is schizophrenia. I've seen a lot of people with schizophrenia, works with people with schizophrenia, and I still don't understand it. But Dave is a bit of an expert. He can tell us a lot more.
Yeah, hello. My name is David. Just want to talk about people that have got schizophrenia. Had a family member with it. It's something that a lot of people are a bit scared of, really, when they shouldn't really be scared. If you know somebody who's basically hearing voices in their head, that's basically a form of schizophrenia, and just basically talking to themselves. Basically, what it is, Chris, is they've got people that they think that are talking in their head and making them do things that they normally wouldn't do. So I think the first thing what you need to do, if you do see that, obviously you need to contact your GP and say, look, my family member is not, right at the moment. He's walking up and down, talking to himself and laughing and joking, and you think to yourself, why is he laughing and joking to himself? You don't know what's going on. So that is basically a form of schizophrenia when you're hearing voices. Chris?
Well, I think a lot of people hear voices. I certainly talk to myself. I ask myself a question and I answer back. But it gets deeper than that, where people are entrenched in their own type of world and do things that are not normal. And we know mental health is on the increase. However, we have to know the signs to look out for. What sort of signs should you look out for?
If you see someone just basically mumbling to themselves and laughing to themselves, that's probably one of the first signs that you're going to see. It's a very touchy subject when you see someone, like some people are really scared of it. I mean, I had a family member that was like that, and I had a friend over and they said, oh, why is he doing that? I mean, and I said to myself, I wasn't quite sure. In the end, we ended up getting my brother, sectioned. Wasn't really a nice thing to go through. I had to go and visit him at the hospital. It was basically, to put him there would be better safety for himself than to be out there, because he was basically quite vulnerable. So it wasn't really a nice thing to go through. Seeing him there in a secure unit in a hospital.
What's a secure unit? What's that?
A secure unit was basically where you're closed off from the public, and you've got to press certain buttons and you've got to have certain keys. The staff that are there with you 24 hours around the clock. You're not going to have someone who's just there for like a day. They're like 24 hours, so they change over shifts, and you can't just go outside. Obviously, a secure unit is when you're basically locked away, not like bars or anything like that. It's just like a door, but with windows on, so you're not like closed off from anybody. Obviously, you're in a unit. A secure unit would be like an area of an archive of all different people in different areas of what they've got. You know what I mean? So you've got someone who's got autism, you've got some people who've got schizophrenia, you've got some people that have got mental health issues. So, you had visiting times like you would be in a hospital. Do you know what I mean? To go and see them. So that's what it's normally. I mean, like.
So how often do you see your brother?
Well, I see my brother at least like once a week or once every 2 weeks, if I can, as much as I can see him. That was when he was hospitalised, basically, and sectioned.
Now he's got better.
Now he's got better. He's in a home where they're looking after him now, and his medication is done properly. The people are basically support workers, and they're supporting him with everything. They're like helping him with his reading, helping him with everything else, because he forgot how to read because he went through depression and stuff. So
did he go through depression and then get schizophrenia?
Yeah. He went through depression first, and then the schizophrenia took over because he was at a low stage in his life. Obviously, when my mum and dad passed away, it kind of hit him quite hard, So because he was very quiet, my brother, and it's, he was like a normal thing. He was a nice guy. You talked to him, could go out. We used to go out together and whatever. But then he just went into this closed environment to himself and didn't want to talk to anybody or anything like that. So those are the things that you got to really look out for, I would say.
I suppose a lot of people get schizophrenia, or one form of it, by smoking skunk. Do you know anybody like that?
I have worked with some people that have taken that sort of stuff, like smoking cannabis or skunk. Those are the things that can trigger schizophrenia. A lot of people don't know about it, but I mean, a lot of these things are man-made. You know, the stuff that they sell on some of these stalls that you go to the markets, whatever, what's those things called? The illegal highs. Those things can cause it. Even they've even got them. From my understanding, I've seen programs on television. They talk about it in prison and stuff like that, and people are taking these legal highs. What's that thing that they call?
Spice.
That's it. Yeah.
Which, for example, spice is about £15.
Yeah.
But it's equal to about £120 in cocaine. And people
My God.
just taking it, not thinking.
I mean, this is crazy. I mean, what are they going to come out with next? Do you know what I mean? It's just madness. I mean, you know, he's getting the help that he needs now. My brother's getting the help that he needs now, and that's the most important thing. And having good people around you is also helpful. You can't just leave somebody, and just because they've got a problem with mental health, you can't just leave them. You've got to try and help them as well.
A lot of black families do. A lot of black families, as soon as they see somebody that's got mental illness, they just say, guess what, we don't want to know you anymore, we're going to leave you. And I think that is totally unsatisfactory. I'm glad that you've stayed with your brother, because it's not easy. It's easy just to say, you know what, fuck this, I've had enough and walk away.
But I would say it's not only black people, it's quite a mixture of people. There's lots of people that get it. It isn't just only black people that get it. There's lots of forms of schizophrenia as well, you know. I couldn't tell you exactly everything about it, but I do know that there's probably a stage 1 or a stage 2 of it. Do you know what I mean? That you could probably get. Like you got, what's that thing, diabetes and stuff like that? You know what I mean? It's like a stage 1 and a stage 2. So I don't know, but he's on the right medication, and that's the main thing. And actually now he doesn't hear the voices anymore. So that's another good thing, that they are helping him. Do you know what I mean? So he's actually be able to cook and clean himself. But obviously he doesn't know anything about money management or something like that, or how to pay a bill. He still thinks that money grows on trees. Like, you know, I'm going to get this and get that, and not worry about how much it costs. I mean, if you used to say to him, oh, could you give me £20, I'll get you an airplane ticket to go on this, he would give you the money, because he doesn't know how to say no, because he's not sure of the value of money is.
Well, that's important, because I think sometimes these people are really vulnerable, and, you know, people taking advantage of them. It's good that they're in a home where they've got people that make them live as free as they can, but, you know, really do look after them.
It is not a nice thing to see, you know, a family member go through with that. But you just got to sort of go with it and just help them. That's all you can do.
Well, I think you're doing a fantastic job
Thank you.
for your brother, and I hope you enjoyed it. Anyway, listen, I've got a little treat for you. If you send me your details, Dave will answer the questions, and I'll try to answer a few. I'm not that good at this because I am one of these people it frightens. I was told that anyone with schizophrenia was mad. Over the years I began to learn that it's just another mental illness. It's just something that we have to deal with. Anyway, thanks for visiting my YouTube channel. Dave's email will be at the bottom. Thank you.